Hello, Army of Light, Earth Division. It's Shauna L. Francis. Today is January 12th, 2023. Thank you so much for joining me. The Ascension Daily Update. Feeling pretty good tonight. Getting an earlier start on my video than I normally do. Gearing up for my trip to Mexico on Saturday. Excited to get out of town, get back to the beach. It's been a long time. So I'm itching to get back. I'm excited for it. I spoke with a new being today in the hot seat, and then I had a vision come back up from the halls of a mentee, and I'm sure it's because I meant to share this with you in a little bit more detail. It is something that I've mentioned before, but I don't think I've gone into too much detail in terms of what happened. But this came up during my meditation, and I did check in with Melchizedek after that. So thanks everybody who is responding about how we might want to do this experiment where we all go down and check out the pagoda and see if we can make some contact for you guys with these beings. So I'm still working on that, still thinking about that. When I'm in Mexico, I will figure out a plan and get that out to everybody. So thank you. And thanks for all your beautiful comments, and thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for watching. You guys are amazing. I hope everybody's doing good. All right, I'm going to get into this here. Went down the elevator, got off. The Japanese garden is just feeling so real. I actually like to kind of spend a little bit of time before I kind of just dive in with these guys, but so I kind of do that. Finally have a seat. And again, I'm meditating probably 45 minutes before I even go down the elevator. I'm really getting in that zone, getting quiet. Wrapping, I'll be getting text messages or whatever, anything I've got to wrap up before I can kind of turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone, and I put it in airplane mode now because there's so much going on, just so I can have this, 2 or 3 hours to myself to be able to focus. All right, so sat down there in the pagoda, and I said, is there anybody who'd like to come forward and speak with me? And pretty quickly, a being came through, a humanoid in terms of a torso, arms and legs, but the face was nothing I'd ever seen before. I'll try to explain this. Big eye sockets with really deep eyes set deep into the eye sockets. Most of this head were these big eye sockets that were dark, like it went really deep, and I believe there would have been eyes back there. So, and I remember I noted here that I thought, well, maybe there's some technology here or something. I wasn't sure, but it actually didn't come up, and I didn't find out what kind of being this was, but that was what I was seeing. All right. So, and I was feeling the energy. I said, thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to meet you wherever you'd like to start. And this being was so excited about coming through. I'll try to recreate the voice here. Thank you, Shauna. Wow, this is so exciting to be in your hot seat. It's wonderful to meet you, Shauna. Wow, what an incredible experience. This has me so very excited. I am nearly giddy with excitement to be able to connect with you, Shauna, a human who is living on planet Earth right now. I said, yes, it is exciting, I know. I said, I go through all this, and it very much seems unreal to me, but I trust to a great degree, and I'm loving it. And I'm honored and humbled to be here and able to connect with our galactic family. So thank you so much for being here. And they said, oh, you're welcome, Shauna. This is just so much fun. Seriously, it is a marvel, dear one, that these connections are able to be made, and you are working so hard at it and really focused on continuing this dialogue, expanding your consciousness, expanding the consciousness of the people you work with on the planet. That, and really making yourself available, all facets of your being, available to this process when so many of you could just dismiss all of this as folly and decide you had better things to do. I said, yes, this is true. This is very true. I'm in pretty deep now, I said, and plus it's just too much fun, and it's really getting interesting. And they said, yes, Shauna, it certainly is, and it will continue to be interesting. That is a good word for this. It's a positive word. It denotes that there are some things that are unknown, some things that are exciting, some things that are keeping us inspired and paying attention. I said, yes, that's true. Please continue. Thank you, Shauna. Yes, I am a member of the Galactic Federation of Light, and actually, we do know each other. We are familiar with each other here as part of this federation. We've had similar missions, and we are part of the same circle. But I won't belabor that too much right now, Shauna. You are in your mission. Does this seem like it's right out of a sci-fi movie? Oh, so it's all good. And I'm going to say it felt like feminine energy to me. She said, you are on the planet as Shauna L. Francis, creating this momentum here, this quickening with those who are awakening to these messages, into these frequencies. You are one of many, and we are really getting some much needed momentum as we head into even more intense interplay between the light and the dark. So just a moment to commend you, dear Shauna. So yes, again, this is kind of the theme now. All right, we're going to be entering this thing, and they're going to really be giving it everything they've got. Just be prepared for this. And they're not going quietly, and they're really going to work hard to stop this. Okay. I said, well, thank you so much. I said, I don't feel like I'm doing a whole lot, but thank you for saying that. And they said, you're doing plenty, Shauna, never doubt it. The negative reptilian stronghold on Earth, as was described yesterday, this is ratcheting up. This will be escalating in short order. The negative reptilians have this all dialed in, and they think that they are being very sly and very covert with their activities. And she continued here, here's where we do have the upper hand and a clear line of sight to what they're doing. It is true, they will stop at nothing to continue their modus operandi that allows them to harvest humanity's fear, harvest other things, and keep a strong control over anything that has to do with the ascension. And there was a pause. I said, thank you. Yes, please continue. They have a coalition of partners outside of their immediate species who help with the day-to-day operations of their programs. These beings are tightly controlled, even unbeknownst to the beings who believe they are acting of their own accord. All right, so this is another theme that we are experiencing quite a bit here recently, that even the folks who think they are acting of their free will in choice with these reptilian beings really are not. So it's not even known to them the kinds of control here, the manipulation that's happening at a deep level. So I'm sure this is going to be information that will make a lot more sense later as more information comes through. So this is, again, helping to build this foundational knowledge of what's going on. This is part of their master manipulation, she said. Those who are under their jurisdiction, under their control, are not even realizing that their consciousness is basically owned and controlled by negative reptilians. All right, I really felt my energy go deeper. So a lot of times with these conversations, there'll be a pause, and then I'll feel my energy go just a little bit deeper, and then again and again. So it's like this process just goes deeper and deeper and deeper as the conversations go. She said here, whether this be humans and other beings on the bases at the poles, or off-planet species supporting their cause, or other humans who have gotten themselves intertwined with these beings, it cannot be overstated how consuming their control tactics can be. Shauna, the eyesight here, the perspective, she said, the ability to see beyond the illusion, take a peek behind the curtain, beyond the closet door. This is what we are allowing humanity at this time through these transmissions and discussions. And this is because humanity has asked for help loud and clear. This is one of the ways that we are helping you as a species to offer information, that enables a knowing that in turn allows for a choice. So powerful, guys. Wow. All right. We've asked for this. We're ready for it. This information comes, Shauna, because you are ready for it. Your team is ready for it, and many on the planet are ready for this. Be strong in the face of such wild accusations, unbelievable stories, revelations that will go on and on as the many layers present themselves as appropriate and as necessary. Be with us as we allow the layers to be shed, one at a time, so that the deepest, most ultimate truth can be reached and be known. And we ask for your continued patience as these layers naturally unfold before us. And then I'm going deeper even still with these words. And I actually was so deep at this point, I made a note of this, that I kind of lost myself for a minute. Like my mind just started wandering. I kind of lost track of what I was doing. And I'm not even sure how many minutes went by, maybe just like 5 or 6. And I said, thank you, my friend. I'm sorry, I'm wandering a bit. Is there anything else you'd like to share? Shauna, I just want to say again that these nefarious players will stop at nothing to maintain control. We understand this, we know this, and we are ready to counterbalance this approach. Thank goodness for that. She said here, allow the love of this team, allow the knowing in your heart to continue to propel you forward. Allow your gifts of intuition, discernment, and an internal deep knowing help keep you anchored to the truth. Again, you are commended, dear one, for your bravery, your consistency, and your willingness to participate at this level. That is all I'd wish to discuss with you today. Shauna, it has been a sincere honor and a pleasure meeting you. Oh, man. So yeah, that took like 45 minutes to get through, 35, 45 minutes. So it was deep, it was deliberate, it was slow. I said, thank you so much. I appreciate your information, and it's really been a pleasure and an honor to meet you, and I hope you come back. All right, so that was where we wrapped that one up. Okay, so I took a little break. And I was like, is there anybody else who wishes to join me today? I really wasn't seeing anything, but man, I was feeling my energy change. I kind of was feeling this movement and seeing kind of patterns maybe moving and coalescing and undulating. And I was just kind of sitting with this. It definitely wasn't anything I'd seen before, in these interviews. I found myself saying to myself, let us see inside the labyrinth, please. So I noted that. That was just bizarre. Let us see inside the labyrinth, please. So I said that out loud. I said that to myself, actually. And then I start to see kind of a stone, almost like a cave or like a mine shaft entrance, kind of more generic, not a lot of detail, but I'm seeing kind of there is an entrance way here, and it's dark. And I thought, well, I'm just going to go in this and see what's going on in here. So I walk into this cavern, and I am put right back into the halls of Amenti, at least a vision that I had in the halls of Amenti, where I'm going down kind of a staircase into basically a cavern or a cave of some kind. So imagine stone, and it's dark in there, and I know exactly where I'm at this point because I'd seen this before. So I'm going to go ahead and explain and describe what this is. And then I will tell you what Melchizedek had to say about it. So again, I'm seeing this vision again during this kind of, meditation, obviously to be shared with all of you, as was confirmed by Melchizedek. So basically, in my original vision, and this was reminding me of it, I'm in a white gown and I'm female, and I'm being led down these stairs by what I thought at the time were demons. This was a very early Halls of Amenti vision that I had before any of the disclosure was coming with the reptilian stuff. So I was being led down these stairs. They're on each side, and this place is full. This cavern is full of these demons. And imagine red walls and dark. It's dimly lit, and they are giddy with excitement. This place is full, and they're excited. And they've got me, and they're leading me down to an altar in the middle of this cavern. And I mean, I'm seeing this very detached, both today and originally a few months ago when I saw this vision the first time. Really not feeling any. I'm really not feeling anything. I'm really watching it kind of as a neutral kind of third party, although I'm feeling my energy shift tonight, even as I talk about this. So I'll talk more about that. The vision. Okay, I'm being led down. We're talking like they look like the devils. They look like a bunch of devils, like these demons, and they are whooping and hollering and screaming and cheering, and they're leading me down. And imagine it all red and dark and black, red and black, and I'm in white, a white flowing gown, and they bring me down these stairs, these stone stairs, and they lay me on this platform, and they chop my head off in grand fashion, and they take my head and they toss it around the room. And in my original vision, I can see this with my eyes, what's going on. Like my eyes are still working in my head for a brief moment. Sorry guys, this is graphic. And eventually that all fades out, but I can see from this vantage point in the Halls of Amenti what's going on. They toss my head around. They play soccer with it, for example, and then they take my body and completely defile my body, like rip my limbs off, desecrate my body to a bloody pulp. Sorry, this is so graphic. Oh, I hate to even say it out loud. So and they are cheering and screaming and just, it's beyond like excitement. It's like this scary, chaotic excitement that's going on during this whole thing. And I just watch them just desecrate me. So that's basically the vision. And I kind of come out of it, and I'm like, okay, team, I'd really like to know, why am I seeing this again? What's going on here? And before I kind of got out of it, I did see myself before this happened, and I'm a woman of say 25 maybe, and I've got long strawberry blonde or red hair, freckles, fair skin, and I'm pretty petite young woman, and I'm wearing this. I can see this dress in detail. You know, it's a white dress. It's like kind of billowy a little bit, and I've got kind of these kind of crossing along the bosom here and cinching in the back, whatever. So I kind of this time, this was a first for today, seeing what I looked like. And you know, the vision was me up like on a cliff, and it was kind of cloudy, and I'm standing there and the wind's blowing on me and my arms are out. So I came back out here, and at this point I called in Melchizedek because I wasn't getting anything, and I'm like, Melchizedek, are you here? And they said, yes, Shauna, what is your question? I said, so these demons, I'm assuming that these are actually the negative reptilians, and I'm just curious, like, why, can you please help me understand why this vision came forward again at this time? And they said, thank you, Shauna. This is meant to help solidify within you what you've been through to get to this particular lifetime, what you've endured at the hands of these beings. Yes, these are the same negative reptilian beings with whom you are working against today. This will not happen to you again. However, we want you to know that this has happened. And may it help your resolve and determination as you move forward here on this path of light with us. From this detached place, as you watch as an observer of this occurrence, you stay grounded in today and in this moment, in your current incarnation, moving forward fearlessly. This is part of your story, dear one. This is part of your legacy. Please let it be known. Let the truth ring free. Let it ring loud and clear so that all may share in this knowing with you. So here it is, and this is why I'm talking about this now, that this has happened. This is my legacy. This won't happen again, but, you know, it did happen. And I, you know, as I sat down to make this video, I re-listened to the channeling, and I've just reread it, preparing for this video, and now making the video. It definitely helps. I feel a little bit more resolve here in bringing these messages forward. I don't know if it's anger, but it's like, oh, you better not have done that. Oh, no, you did not, kind of thing. So that's where I'm at. And, you know, I am feeling very much protected. We know that emotionally, this is going to be extremely difficult. There'll be personal attacks here, mental, emotional type things. I don't fear for my physical well-being or that this will happen, but yeah, let the truth ring free so that others may know. I know this about me and may share in this knowing with me. So this is it's good to share it. All right, I hope that wasn't too awful for you guys to hear from me. So basically I said, thank you, Melchizedek. Is there anything else you want to talk about with me? They said, dear one, you're doing a beautiful job. Please continue as you are. All right, so, and then I'd asked a few more questions, other personal stuff with Melchizedek. So that was basically it. You know, I kind of quit going into the halls of Amenti after a while. Plus, I've just got, I mean, moving here in the middle of November and just being so busy trying to get acclimated here and moved in and everything that's been happening. It's been too busy, and all my, you know, I was normally getting into the halls at night, and I've been making videos at night, so I really haven't had time. But I know that it's, if they'll even let me in anymore. If I don't get into the halls for a while, it actually takes a couple of tries to get back in. So I feel like I lose that connection. Actually, maybe tonight would be a good time to go back in and see what else I can discover here. All right, team. I love you so much. I do have a very busy day tomorrow. Then I'm traveling on Saturday. I do expect to make a video tomorrow. Not so sure about Saturday, but I will definitely try. Okay, team. I love you. Mwah.